She had lived in her beloved home for 60 years. That was most of her life. Her daughters kept telling her to sell the house and live with them, but she stubbornly stayed put, holding on to the memories preserved. To her, this was all that she had left of her late husband. Before we continue, please take some time to subscribe to Dailydose, like and share this video with your friends. But when she became too old and weak to handle living all by herself, she realized she really did not have much of a choice. She had to leave. But what surprised everyone is that she decided to leave her house to a homeless man. Ellie Barnes is a 96-year-old woman who is living in the rural part of Alaska. She has been in the area most of her life, and she never felt the need to leave. She loved her place as much as she loved Peter, her husband of 72 years. Ellie preferred the quiet and the peace of living out in the open land. One of her favorite things to do was to sit out on the porch with Peter and just admire the surrounding nature. But soon her life was about to be turned upside down. Peter got unexpectedly sick and passed away. Despite their old age, Ellie was still surprised. She never thought about what would happen if Peter died first. He had always been the healthier one, and she just assumed that she would be the first one to leave. Ellie and Peter had 2 daughters, but they moved out of Alaska the first chance they got. Both of them had moved to sunny Texas, got married, and raised their kids there. Both daughters offered to take Ellie in after the funeral. But Ellie did not want to leave Alaska. Ellie had deep roots in Alaska, and she could not bear the thought of leaving everything. You see, Ellie and her family moved to Alaska when she was a young child. She met Peter on her first day of school. It was a small town, and she and Peter grew up together. As they grew up, their friendship developed into something more. Peter pursued her, and Ellie dreamed of marrying Peter one day, and she could not wait to start a life together with him. But life did not go as well as she had hoped. Once they were married, Ellie and Peter struggled to find steady work in their hometown. All they could afford was a small old rancher with 1 bedroom. They'd often had to save up their money for repairs around the house. By the time Peter passed away, their tiny home had been patched and mended 100 times. Ellie knew that the house was not worth much at that point, but she could not just let it go. There were too many memories. But winter was coming soon, and she knew that the house would need repairs before the heavy snowfall. But Peter was already gone, and she could not do the repairs herself. Who would be around to help her? And in perfect timing, Stephen came into her life. Stephen is a young man who was the son of her neighbors. They lived 10 minutes away. Ellie would often spot Stephen taking walks in the afternoon and would call out to him for a chat and offer him some food. When Stephen noticed the leaking roof and damaged windows after a few visits, he offered to help patch up her house. Ellie tried to pay him for his effort, but he refused to take any of her money. He told her his conversations and meals with her were enough. You see, Stephen was not actually welcome in town. He was a homeless man for a couple of years before he decided to go back and move in with his parents. Word about his bad luck spread in their small town, and nobody was willing to offer him any jobs. Ellie was the only one who showed him some kindness, and Stephen wanted to repay her in any way he can. Aside from doing the repairs on Ellie's house, Stephen also ran errands and went grocery shopping for her. Ellie became his only friend, and he loved taking care of her. Since he would not accept money, Ellie would insist on cooking dinner for him, and she knitted him a new scarf for winter. Ellie became like a second mother to Stephen, and he was like a son to her. This went on for 2 years. But as time passed, Stephen's parents got tired of this arrangement. Stephen was always at Ellie's house and has been doing so much work for free. He does not even bother to apply for jobs, and they were getting tired of having to support him at their old age. They gave Stephen an ultimatum. He had to choose between helping Ellie for free and living at home. Stephen's parents were no longer willing to support him if he won't make any effort to support himself. He needed a push to get his life together. Stephen knew the only way he could get a job is if he left town and moved into one of the bigger cities. This would mean he would have to leave Ellie. Sure, he could still call her, but he would not be around anymore to help her with errands and repairs in the house. It was a heartbreaking decision, but in the end, Stephen decided to move away for his own good. When Stephen told his parents his plans, his parents were very happy. In fact, they were so thrilled they gave him enough money to settle in a motel for a couple of weeks. When Stephen came over to tell Ellie he would be moving to a bigger city soon, she was devastated by the news. The two had gotten so close after spending so much time together that he was her only family in the area now. Stephen explained the situation and told her that he did not have any choice but to make a life for himself. His parents would have difficulty supporting him at their age. Ellie understood all this and wished him luck. Ellie tried her best to get by without Stephen, but she has come to realize that she had become dependent on his help. She was too old to do a lot of things by herself. She went to the supermarket, kept the house clean, and even tried to do some of the repairs herself. She was able to survive for 3 weeks by herself until one day, Ellie tripped on a rag while she was cleaning her kitchen. She fell hard and fractured her hip. Luckily enough, her phone was in her pocket, and she was able to call emergency services. Ellie tried to hide this at first and insisted to go home. But her doctor immediately contacted her daughters behind her back after finding out that Ellie lived alone. This was the final straw for Ellie's daughters. They told Ellie that she does not have to move in with them, but she should at least move to a nice retirement home near them so that she won't be alone. Ellie never liked the idea of spending her last days in a retirement home, but she was starting to see their point. So, for the first time in 6 years, she made the decision to leave Alaska and go to a retirement home nearby one of her daughter's places in Texas. But what would become of her house? Ellie asked her daughters if they wanted it, but both of them did not want it and advised her to just sell it. Ellie knew she could try to sell the home, but it would not really bring in any money given its old condition. Then, she suddenly thought of Stephen. Ellie immediately contacted a lawyer to make sure the transfer of the home from her name to Stephen's would be done smoothly. Once everything is ready, she wanted the lawyer to contact Stephen and inform him about everything. When Stephen got a call from the lawyer, he was surprised. He did not expect Ellie to leave the house that she had loved so much, and he did not expect her to give it to him. The gesture was too generous. But the call did come at a good time. He was once more homeless in the city. The money his parents gave him ran out before he could find a decent job. Nobody was hiring, and he ended up back on the streets. The only thing keeping him afloat was doing odd jobs. He asked the lawyer if he could sell the house and use the money. The lawyer told him he could do whatever he wanted with it, but Ellie did have a condition that he should drop by himself at least once. When Stephen visited Ellie's house, her lawyer handed Stephen 2 keys. One was for the new lock at the door, and the other was for a suitcase that Ellie left for him. When Stephen sees the suitcase, he sees a tag with his name on it. He unlocked the suitcase and sees that it was filled with envelopes. Stephen picked one of the envelopes and read for getting groceries. Another had for fixing the gutter, and another had for cleaning the kitchen. These were tasks that Stephen used to do for Ellie. Stephen opened one envelope and saw that it had money inside. Stephen could not believe it. All the cash she refused to take from Ellie was here. She had set it aside all this time. The envelope had different amounts in them, and everything was a total of $15,000. Stephen was still in shock when the lawyer handed him his phone. It was Ellie on the other line. It turned out she refused to talk to Stephen until he got his surprise. Ellie told her that this was her way of paying Stephen back for the kindness he had shown her. Stephen was in tears. Ellie told Stephen that she was now in a retirement home in Texas. He told her not to worry because her daughters and grandchildren visit her often, and she has made friends in the home as well. Her room was 10 times better now. Stephen took the money and moved to Anchorage. With the money, he was able to get a small apartment for himself. He finally found a permanent job where he met the love of his life, and they ended up living together. He was planning to get married soon.